What up guys? I'm Will with Coastal Wargaming, and we're going to bring you another 2K bat rep today for Warhammer 40K. I'm out here with and we got Orks versus Death Guard. So this is going to be a little more of a kind of competitive list. Kind of getting ready for a tournament next month, or actually in January. So we're going to be running one of those missions. And I got some of these new orc tactics to try out. And last time I brought this list, I did pretty well with it. I had that Luda bomb, of course, so I was bringing quite a lot of DACA. And then so I thought, since that worked so well, why don't I bring more DACA this time? I mean,
worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it's
the way you explained it to me, I'm definitely a little bit frightened about it. So we're gonna see how that definitely goes.
Yeah, so we've talked about like some of the stuff that the Orks can do. This list is kind of a Luda bomb with also the potential to do that same thing with 25 tank busters, depending on the opponent. You know, basically based on which one would do more damage to what type of unit I'll be facing against. But it's highly deployment dependent because I can only grot shield one unit. I kind of want to go first, and I kind of want to be out of range or out of line of sight. And if I'm against somebody who doesn't care about line of sight, doesn't care about range, it could get ugly quick. So anyways, that's enough talk. We'll flip the camera around here in a second and show you some army intros after deployment. All right, guys. Welcome back. So this is the deployment on this beautiful table out here at Tower of Games in Virginia Beach. Highly recommended. It's one of our stores that we're lucky to have in the Hampton Roads area. So we have Frontline Assault is the deployment. We're playing a Coastal Wargaming mission number 1, which is 4 objectives, 1 in the dead center of the table, 2 in each deployment zone. You score points for getting a kill, getting more kills, holding an objective, holding more objectives, and you get an extra point for holding an objective in your opponent's deployment zone. And those start on the beginning of player turn 2. And also, of course, you got Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood. So let me run you through a 2,000 point orc list over here. Looks a little different than it used to look in the index, of course. So this is a brigade with an Evil Sun's patrol. And everything's Bad Moon's brigade except for, start with my Warlord, is this Smash Boss right here. This handsome gentleman. And he's got, as his troop choice, he's brought 30 Evil Suns boys, so that they're a little faster. If they come in off of a green tide, then they can only have to make an 8-inch charge, so that's pretty good. And of course the Smash Boss takes advantage of the Warlord trait, brutal but cunning, and that weird boy behind him that you see can cast Fist of Gork on him to make him really deadly. Starting from the right flank over here, I got 1, 2, and then 1 over there, 3 Def Coptas, just 39 points to fill out the fast attacks. They got the custom Mega Blastas, which basically plasma gun that has to supercharge, but Bad Moons reroll once, so that's pretty good on them for only 39 points. It's not bad. You got 2 squads of Grots here that are going to shield these 10-man squad of tank busters and 15-man squad of tank busters if they need to. You got 2 weird boys with the jump because it's a very important spell. You need redundancy. You got 30 Bad Moons right here, boys. These are shooter boys. They will be helping to lend some WA energy to them as they cast their psychic spells to try to make sure I get them off, even if it's at the cost of periling. And then I got a 15-man squad of Ludas, a 10-man squad of Ludas, a custom Mega Cannon, 3 squads of Grots that'll shield for some of these Ludas if I need them to. Well, of course, I can only shield 1 squad, so that'll be, you know, game dependent. And there's the final Def Copt over there. And then, as I said, it's a very deployment-dependent army. Not to pontificate too long. I know y'all want to get into the action, but just because I know some people are kind of interested in Orks right now, this is a little departure from what is the developing Orc meta right now with the Ludos and a bunch of boys. This is a little more DACA, because I brought DACA in the last game, and then it worked so well, I was like, let's bring more DACA. All right, so, and with that, what do you have for us for 2,000 points of Death Guard over here, Tanner?
Alright, so I'll go through my troop choices first. We got 3 squads of Plague Marines.
I'm going to get the camera all up in your grill because it picks the microphone up better. Yeah, you can just hold it.
There we go. Alright, we can work this thing real quick. Alright, so I got 3 squads of Plague Marines. Making kind of a line right there. They're all 6-man squads, 5 bolters along with that champion helmet bolter. And then the one guy with a, where is he, right here. So this guy right here has got a Plague Spear, but he's actually going to have a Blight Launcher. He's got Blight Launcher, and where is he at? Right here, Blight Launcher. Alright. Then I'm going to have my 3 Foetid Bloat drones, kind of making a front line there, all with the spewers. 2 Foul Blight Spawns, which are totally clutch. My Demon Prince right here is also going to have wings, Arch Contaminator, and Separating Plate, along with those dual claws. Kind of jump in there with them, give them those reroll all their failed wounds for the plague weapons. 2 Hellforged Leviathan Dreadnoughts, which if you play Death Guard, I highly recommend you bring them. They are just phenomenal. They compensate for all your lack of range, and they compensate for the slow movement. They're both going to have those dual butcher cannons, like so. Fortunately, I didn't have it on both, but you know, work with what you got. You got those strength 8, 36-inch range, -1 for 2, and then they kill a model, they take a -2 off leadership. They definitely need it. Chaos Lord, let him reroll 1s, and he's gonna have a Lightning Claw and a Combi Bolter on him, and then a Malignant Plague Caster, which with his spells he's gonna have Curse of the Leper and Plague Wind, kind of buff and keep the front line a little bit safe. And last but not least, my Demon Princess spells, my Hands of Pestilence, get that -1 to hit. But yeah, that's it. So my Death Guard.
So should we go ahead and do this see who goes first roll on camera while we got it on? So you finish deploying first, obviously, so you get the +1. Okay, that's going to be hard to beat. So I will try to see if I got another 6 in there. Okay, so Death Guard will be going first, and we'll be back with the player turn recaps in a second. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the this is after the top of turn 1. Death Guard went first. As you can see, kind of castling up in the back, trying to keep Levi and them out of sight, out of range maybe of some tank busters or looters that try to retaliate here, and kind of a death ball moving up with the Prince in the middle and the 2, what are those called? Foul Blight Spawns, and 3 drones coming up the middle, hitting the A gap, and they were able to advance to get in range on their flamers. Deleted 2 squads of 10 grots and then charged the front squad and picked up a couple of them. I actually would have lost 4 on leadership, but the boss, while grots don't get mob rule, the boss was able to break their heads for only D3 morale losses instead. So that's where we're at, and we'll be back after the bottom of turn 1. All right, welcome back, guys. This is view of the table after battle round 1 is complete. And so in the Orks turn, which is like an hour later after we made that last little recap, I'm trying to get faster, but it is what it is. So obviously I jumped these tank busters after mobbing them up, put them up here. So they're gonna die this turn probably, or at least take heavy losses. But that was a 485 point squad after mobbing up. It was 5 CP to do all that because I shot twice, more DACA'd and mobbed up. And I did take out a Leviathan and got that one down to 6 wounds. So did some stuff. It was good. Definitely not too sad about that at all. And then over here, these Ludas, so obviously they could not more DACA or shoot twice. And so they put some wounds, not as many as I thought, because only rolled a 1 shot for the 10-man squad and 2 shots for the big squad. But they put some wounds on those drones that were there, just kind of whittled down. Actually, these 2 Coptas went ham. Both hit, both wounded, both did D6 damage and killed 1 drone, so that was a little lucky. And then just with weight of shots and the shooters, and we killed 1 drone and then ran in and assaulted the other one, and the Smash Captain killed him, the Smash Boss, excuse me. And then those guys ran in, took like 10 casualties, got that drone down to 1, chose not to fight again, just to take that 1 wound off. So as far as victory points, We both got first strike. Tanner killed 2 squads of Grots. I killed a Levi and 2 drones. So we both got first strike, we both got kill, and I got kill more, so it's sitting at 3-2. And then here in the top of turn 2, we'll start doing objectives, in which Tanner's going to score 3 for 1, 2 in the forest over there, and he controls that 1 in the middle. And he's probably going to hit me back pretty hard here. So yeah, having a lot of fun so far, and we'll see you back with a turn 2 recap.
Can you use these for quarters? Yeah, so yeah, whatever you purchase.
Alright guys, so welcome back. This is, we just went to recapping battle rounds now, so we just finished battle round 2. And so to recap the Death Guard turn, which was the top of 2, Death Guard scored 3 objectives for the middle one and the 2 in the back, and then got 2 kills. They eliminated the tank busters over here with 3 units of Plague Marines shooting, and the Leviathan and the Foul Blight spawn shot into the boys that were right there, those 30 boys, and bodied that squad, so they couldn't do Tide of Traitors or Green Tide. And scoring Tanner 2 kills for that. And then let's see, that was it for the top of turn 2. And then in the bottom of turn 2, the Ludas mobbed up and shot up the 1-2 character. Oh, excuse me, in the top of turn 2, his last drone also charged the Shooter boys that were right here, and they piled in and stripped that last wound off in combat. And then in my turn, they green-tided for 3 CP and jumped back there. They just whiffed on those Plague Marines and missed their charge, but there's kind of another threat that he has to worry about over there. The Ludas, as I was saying, they mobbed up. They shot twice with more DACA. They got the Demon Prince for Warlord and one of the Foul Blight spawn and got him down to 2. Was making some, you know how those 5-up demon saves go sometimes. Or not demon saves, but invos. You know how those 5-up invos be doing sometimes. And then back here, the Ludas also got 2 damage through on the Leviathan. My Warlord Smash Boss just ran around to try to get set up for something maybe next turn. And the custom Mega Cannon, believe he didn't do anything. They made saves. I jumped some Grots around him to shield. I got on objectives. I moved 1 Luda to get on that objective, make sure I hold that objective. And that was the turn. I'm kind of blabbing on here. All right, so that was battle round 2. Oh, and then what I scored, so we both got killed, but I got kill more since I got a drone and 2 characters. And then I got 2 objectives at the beginning of my turn. He got 3. So right now we're sitting at, I have 8 points, and Tanner has 9. And then he's about to score 3 more at the top of turn 3. So we got a tight little game here. Trying to push him into his deployment zone, and hopefully, I guess we're just going to both keep scoring our. Hopefully, I'll start to take mid and take him on objective points there. But it's pretty tight right now. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. So we just finished battle round 3, and in the top of turn 3, Tanner scored those 3 objectives, including the middle. He shot up all these Shooter boys with the Butcher cannons and the Plague Marines, moved up the Plague Marines a little bit, took out that Death Copter that was right there. So that was 2 kills, and then moved in Foul Blight spawn, took out some Grots. And then in my turn, I ran over here, was able to kill that 1 remaining Plague Marine, ran my Death Copters back there, and shot my Ludas. They did nothing. Some decent saves with those Plague Marines, but they kind of just bounced off the toughness 8 of Levi, and then, yep, like I said, good saves on Plague Marines. So I actually did nothing with those Ludas. Tried a couple of smites back here. Got Foul Blight spawn down to 1 wound, and that's it. So I got a kill. Tanner got kill and kill more. I got my 2 objectives. Tanner got 3, so he got 3 plus hold more objectives. And then we forgot he did not score for holding a point for holding more objectives last turn as well. So he's up to 13, and Orks are at 11, and we're going into turn 4. All right, so there's a little look at the desolate landscape, at least from the Ork point of view. We got decimated over here. This is the end of battle round 4, and also the end of the game. Went ahead and extended the GG here, but to recap turn 4, Tanner went ahead and scored 2 objectives, which also ended up getting another point for hold more. And then these guys over here represent 5 squads that he killed. So these grots over here, they were standing in that forest on that objective. They got shot up by those Plague Marines. The custom mega cannon next to him got shot up, I think, by Plague Marines as well. The Ludas went down from 23 down to 5 models from the Butcher Cannons and Morale. The War Boss got pulled up on by that foul Blight Spawn. Foul Blight Spawn. Wow. And that Def Copto was hiding over there, and he got smited and shot. And then in my turn, I ran these purple grots out of this building over into these Plague Marines, put Fist of Gork on that weird boy. Tried to shoot him with some Ludas, didn't do anything. Ran in, didn't do anything. Lost some more grots. Was able to charge him from out of line of sight, so I actually did not die, but I was not able to strip that last wound off him, so I didn't even get a kill that turn. So Tanner also got kill and kill more, which put him up to, and Warlord actually, which put you up to 19, I think.
Yeah, 19, that's one we didn't count, so yeah.
And I got sitting at 12, and obviously would probably get tabled next turn, unless I was just out of line of sight or something. So, oof, where's that air horn at?
Pull it out, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna turn the camera around and show you the handshake. All right, guys, so here we are again. Had a real good game. Tanner pointed out that one thing, I stopped focusing down the Leviathan, even though he only had four wounds left. Probably could have gotten him down because he's still extremely effective until you get him completely off the board. So the Ludas, even though he's T8 and they're not the most efficient against him, I probably should have continued to focus him down. But I thought I had you on the back foot there for a while. But I just could not kill Plague Marines, and yep, Levi was still back there just banging away, so it was bad news for the Orks. But we definitely had a lot of fun. Do you have any like takeaways or anything like that?
So this is one of the first times I played against an actual 2,000 point game for just straight Orks, especially against the new Ork Codex. So it was a massive learning curve for me. And then this is like definitely a 2,000 point list that I'm trying out for, of course, January for the corn event for that January 5th tournament. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm really happy with how well the list played. Yeah, man. So for sure. And you said you even like had some stuff like that wasn't quite painted. So don't try to list Taylor against your boy. He's going to change it up a little bit. And once we get some more screens, some other good stuff, that list's going to be really scary. So. As far as time limit, we went past like 3 hours, so and that was all my doing as an Ork player, so I need to get faster or maybe even change the list up a little more. But anyways, let's throw that handshake down. What's up, man? Kind of hard to hold the camera and get it all in there, but hope y'all enjoyed the show. Check us out on Facebook, Coastal Wargaming. Come down to Tower on January 5th and check us out for that 1v1 if you're in the area. And until next time, good luck, have fun, guys.